It is Saturday morning. We are in Birmingham at the NEC. Not doing parkrun today. We are doing a competition called ath-x, which is a CrossFit kind of competition. A couple of months ago, I did a video which was an introduction to ath-x. So if you want to know what it's about in a little bit more detail, go and watch that. I am competing on a team with my wife, Lily, for the first time ever. So fingers crossed we do not fall out today. We shouldn't do, should be fine. So there is a bit of Olympic weightlifting today. Then there is a endurance workout, which has got Concept 2 equipment such as ski ergs, rowers and bikes. And then there is also a curved runner. And then we have quite a traditional kind of CrossFit Metcon as a third part. There is a warm-up zone that we will be going into in about half an hour, where we warm up for the weightlifting portion of it at the start. But yeah, we are just waiting for things to start happening. It's getting quite busy here. There's a lot happening here today. British Rowing Championships, where I believe there's 1,500 people competing in that. There is ath-x that I am competing in. And then there is a CrossFit Elite Teams competition with a lot of CrossFit Games athletes taking part. And then there are trio competitions from CrossFit and probably even more stuff that I haven't mentioned yet. So big day today. So we are kicking off at 9:30, where we start in the warm-up zone. Don't know exactly how I'm going to capture today. It might be a bit tricky to get my kind of camera in and around and positioned in places, but we're going to try our best and hopefully give you a taste of what is happening today. So let's get on with it.
And right on cue at 9:30 we entered the warm-up zone. This was an opportunity to spend about 20 minutes getting ourselves primed for some shoulder to overhead, in our case split jerks and some back squats. The racks were shared about 2 teams to a rack, so it is important to get a good few reps in and not hit the strength zone cold. And with military precision, we entered the strength zone bang on 10 AM. We found our rack and got introduced to our judge. He was great, very encouraging, and we were straight into the shoulder to overhead 1 rep max for the first 8 minutes. The big timing board was very clear, so we could see how far into the workout we were. Lily maxing out at 65 kilograms and myself at 75 kilograms, which was the number I wanted to hit. Felt I had a little bit more in the tank, but I had a rather spectacular failed rep in training at 80 kilograms in the week leading up to the competition, so 75 kilograms suited me fine. So into the back squat 10 rep max, which started at the 8-minute mark on the clock. We had both planned to do no more than 2 sets, as we didn't want to blow our legs up too much prior to the endurance section of the competition. Lily opened up at 75 kilograms and hit all her reps, with really good encouragement from the judge and a little bit from me as well. Prior to Lily's first set, I had successfully opened up at 70 kilograms as soon as the clock hit 8 minutes, but I didn't film that, so this is my second and final set at 80 kilograms. I was really pleased with how these felt. I felt good, and I didn't think that I lost too much of my form during the set. I hadn't gone higher than this in training, so I was happy where I was at, but in retrospect I possibly could have gone a bit heavier. Which brings us on to Lily's final set. She had originally planned on trying 77.5 kilograms, but with 80 loaded on the bar, did exactly what you should do in a competition. Use the adrenaline of the competition floor to push you harder than you originally thought. Once again, I can't praise our judge enough for his spirit and his encouragement. Lily was looking good. Her first few reps looked really strong, but by the midway point she'd started to lose a little bit of the form, but she was still grinding through the set, rep by rep.
That's it, strong reps. Fighting, good. Brilliant. Let's go, Lily. Push the ground away, that's it. Good. Work now. You got this, Lily.
successful reps, just couldn't get the 10th and final rep back up, but an incredible effort which brought the strength section to an end. After a 10-minute rest in the refuel zone, where not a great deal of refueling took place, but a quick kit change, and we were into the endurance zone. This was 25 minutes with both teammates working at the same time. Part A was 5 kilometers on a curved treadmill, or maximum total distance in 25 minutes. Part B was a 1 kilometer ski on the ski erg, followed by a 2 kilometer row on the row erg, followed by 5 kilometers on the bike erg. We were free to swap between the runner and the Concept 2 machines as often as we liked, but we opted for me staying on the runner and Lily staying on the ergs for the entire workout. From my side, I was pretty happy with how the run went. The treadmill was calibrated differently to the one I'd used in training, which meant I was keeping a pace far more akin to how it felt effort-wise compared to when I'm running on the road, and I finished the 5k run in 22 minutes and 52 seconds. Then it was over to Lily to cheer her on the bike through the final couple of minutes of the workout, finishing up with 7,766 metres, only 234 metres from finishing. Another 15 seconds or so and we'd probably have done it, but it was a great effort and I was really happy with how it went.
And just finished the endurance zone. We've now got half an hour in the recovery zone before we move into the final zone, which is the Metcon zone. So just gonna go and get stretched and ready for that.
And bang on 11:30 we began the Metcon X zone. I have to give credit here for how smoothly the whole event seemed to run. Lots of moving parts, but in our experience everything ran by the minute to time. As I mentioned in the introduction, I didn't know what or how I was going to be able to film today, so apologies, some of the footage is a bit distant, but huge thanks to our friend James who captured some footage for us from the sidelines, which you'll see shortly. So this workout was a bit of a sprint. We had 30 minutes to complete the workout, but I knew we were going to be done in half that time or less. Lots of classic CrossFit moves in this workout using sandbags, plyo boxes, dumbbells, kettlebells, and everyone's favourite move, burpees. I thought it was a really well structured workout, essentially in 3 sections, each beginning with an 80 metre sandbag carry, then 40 reps of a move and 20 reps or meters of a move. We could split the work as we liked, but we pretty much did a 50-50 split between us. I had expected that the compounding effect of the previous 2 workouts might have taken its toll on us, but I actually felt really good throughout. The weights felt much lighter than in training, and I even felt like I didn't completely suck on the burpees. A little bit of adjustment of our heads to make sure they were behind the line at the base of the burpees, to make sure we were hitting the standards for the workout, with Lily moving back to the start of the workout to prepare for the final round. And into the final third of the workout we had to complete a final 80 metre sandbag carry, split 40 metres each. My sandbag was 40 kilograms, Lily's sandbag was 20 kilograms, and then we had to perform a total of 40 sandbag squats, which you can see us doing there in the distance. This felt really bad in training, but like everything else, they seemed to come good on the day. And to finish was 20 metres of burpee broad jumps that we had to both complete, with Lily needing to finish her set before I could start mine. To be honest, these were some of the best broad jumps I'd done. I think I got across the floor in about 7 jumps, which I was really happy with, and then we were done. Our finishing time for the Metcon X section was 11 minutes and 33 seconds. While not being the quickest of the bunch, we were not the slowest. So, good result, pleased with that.
And we are done. Don't know what the times are. They'll get officially published, so I'll put those up on the screen. But overall, I think we're both pretty happy with how it went. Always think you could have done a bit more on some bits or gone a bit quicker or whatever, but I was pleased with what I managed to do on the strength section. How did you feel about strength section?
Sad.
Lily failed on the 10th rep of an 80 kg 10 rep mat back squat. So
Sorry, Kristaps.
So when you get to that final rep, it's the worst. But yeah, I think we're both broadly happy. We then went on to the endurance zone. Battery died. We are back. We're talking about the endurance section, which was the curved runner and then the Concept 2 machines. I was pleased with how that went. I stayed on the runner for the whole workout, as was the plan. The calibration of the machine was different to the ones I had in training. It was much better, so I actually didn't think I would finish. In training, I'd got to about, I think 4.8k was the best in 25 minutes, and I think I finished the 5k in about 22.5 minutes, so that was good. We were about, what, 400 meters short? 250 meters short of finishing the Concept 2 machines. So we did 1k on the ski, 2k on the row, and then
5 on the bike.
So we were a couple of hundred short, which I think is a sterling effort. And then we were into the what they call the Metcon zone, which was a kind of more traditional kind of CrossFit kind of speed workout, which was sandbags and kettlebells, box jumps, lots of burpees, and we did that in 11 minutes. 11:33. So really pleased with that. In training, my best effort on that, which wasn't doing the full amount of reps because I was doing it on my own as opposed to doing it as a pairs, I was anticipating would be maybe 14 or 15 minutes. So really pleased with how that went. Yeah, organisation generally was really good. A little bit hard to hear the briefings because of the DJ, and a little bit hard of hearing, so I had to kind of clarify a couple of things. But all in all, it was good. There's so much going on all at the same time. You've got different heats starting at different times in different sections, but they managed to keep everything running smoothly into time, which is no mean feat. So kudos to the organisers and to all the volunteers. Great experience. I think that's the last one of those specific workouts, so we might be back in 2024 having another go. If you like that video, maybe give it a like, subscribe to the channel, be more content like that, as well as all my running content. So we will see you next time. See ya.